Hey guys. How are we all doing tonight? Let's see if we can make some Starlink VPN okay, it's stuck. IP camera magic work tonight. Who knows? I've tried it before because the Starlink has been sitting there. Since the last time we worked on it together. I haven't cleaned my desk either. Hold on. There. So yeah, we're gonna see today how it goes. Oh, sorry. My food is still stuck in my throat somehow. I don't know. It's a weird aftertaste. Do I hear two music streams? What? You do? How? I need to turn the music down. We are drinking iced tea zero from Lipton. There. But I had a weird aftertaste after my meal just now. So I was like, okay, I committed a cardinal sin. I already drank from it before I started the stream. What was for dinner? A kapsalon. Yes, I ate a kapsalon for dinner. Turn off notifications from Discord, but you give me a notification for this. Windows, when will you learn? Yes, I ate a hair salon for dinner. I'm none the wiser. Okay, so a kapsalon is, in my case, shawarma with fries, some lettuce and other green stuff, and then on top of that they put cheese and they melt it, and then together with garlic sauce and, in my case, sambal. How do you call it is it sambal in English? I think so. I don't know. And yeah, that makes for a very nice combo. One kapsalon is 3 days of calories. Well, they're not that big, but they are certainly enough. Yes. That sounds heavenly. Well, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So many extra words I don't know. What? First and last. Oh, wait. Let's see who was here. Yummy DJ, I'm ready. Let the fun begin. That's a new name. Never seen that before. Hi. Let's see if IP camera work with Starlink be good tonight. We will see. Let's see if we can get the VPN working first. That's gonna be a whole ordeal, but we'll figure it out. And then so fucking sleepy. Huh? How did I end up here? And Draadstal says, you must have clicked on something, didn't you? And then there was a whole talk about it, and I don't know. Wait a minute, so fucking sleepy sends in $5. Next thing you know, YouTube will be asking for $. They should be ashamed. I can heart the comment. Okay, cool. What? I can only heart comments that give me money? Yes. Why? Why, YouTube? Why? Okay. Let's see. Greg Eden 7970 and Neeks88. Oh. George Esselink. Wait, are you like the George from like way back in the day? I think so. Cool. Like from the LAN parties? Are you still here, George? Anyway, let's catch up to chat. So, Greg Cressy asks, hi Quinder, thanks for doing a live stream. No problem. I want to do a 91 for the outside of my house like your live stream you did the number. I was looking at using 332 5-volt cob strip or an alternative. Sure. The 332 is very expensive, but you can go 240 LEDs a meter. Gives you a little bit less resolution, but not by much. And those are like half or even 1/3 of the price. So that would be my recommendation. I have no idea It says DJ Mama. What? But it's Jamie Fairhurst. I've been there. What? Okay. It's pronounced Jammy. Oh, okay. Thank you, buddy. Means a lot. Sure. No problem. So, while we're in the pre-stream, I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to stream my outside camera of me putting the Starlink dish on the chicken coop again. Because I don't know where else to put it. Hold on. Oh, it's Johnny Bergdahl. It's connecting. Wait. Okay. We have the chicken camera live. Oh, damn it. I needed to install my NVR software on the... Well, okay. We're going to do something else during the pre-stream. Hold on. Do I have the NVR client on here? No. Okay. We're going to install the NVR client and then I'm just going to share the screen. There. Will it not freeze? Yes, I will freeze. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure they're rated for freezing. Right? I mean, that would be an oversight if they weren't. Let's see. NX Witness. Yes. I just want to install... Where did it go? Oh, here. Processing. Okay. I just want to install the client, though. It didn't ask me if I wanted to install the client or the server or both. Interesting. Successfully completed. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, I need to log into the cloud thingy. Password. I have no idea. One moment. This one, I think. Copy, paste, login. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that seems to be working. Let's see, chicken. Oh, we can do the back room. Oh, it has audio, wait. Okay, and my chickens. Let's see if we can make this nice and big. Sure. Now let's see if I can share this screen. Window capture. NX Witness. Select window. NX Witness. Oh. Okay. There. Okay. So now we have my NVR. We're going to need that later too. So let's shrink that down. So the top one is the IP camera that happens to be here in the room. Let's remove that. We don't need that. This is actually one of the cameras I tested. I did a video about this one years ago. Years and years ago. It's a Reolink one on USB-C. It still works. Still does. It's still workies. But this is our chicken coop. Let's remove this and make it one IP camera size. Sure. Okay. We can do some info. That's cool. Okay. Sure. We want a high resolution stream. High. There. And then we can enlarge this. Nope. Wrong button. There. Okay. Okay. I need to sit upwards. Okay. So now I can go outside. Do we have audio? We can do audio from outside. Hold on. Yes. Oh, you can hear the heat pump. No, I'm not capturing audio on the capture source. I think. Hold on. Capture audio is in beta. Okay. I don't think it's working. Can you hear the heat pump? Q House chicken. Does that come with fries? No, don't eat our chickens. You can hear the heat pump sound. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Okay. So now I can just walk outside and hook up the dish and you should be able to hear me. And I can also... Oh, I was going to say I can take my phone along to align it, but then the box needs to be online first. Okay, I'm just going to chuck it up there and then we'll align it after that. Okay, hold on. Okay, we have cable. Not sure how well I prepared this. We need to keep some cable here. So let's wind it around this thing there. I'm gonna run the cable first. So I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Type in chat if you can still hear me, because I'm outside right now. Hello. My camera's over there, so I can't see. Anyway, we need this in a minute. Okay. So we need the dish. The dish is over here. I was going to say, where's the stand? But the stand was folded in. Okay. So can you hear me? I don't know. Hearing you quite well. Nice. Okay. Oh, the heat pump's still going. Well, you know, it's freezing, so it has to do a bit of work. Okay, let's plug in the cable. I think it goes like that. Sure. This goes to the side. And then I believe I needed to put it like something like that. Okay. And last time we strapped it down, but okay, maybe I should strap it down. Should I strap it down? Never mind. I should strap it down. Shouldn't be lazy. Don't be lazy with your very expensive dish. Longer one. There. It's a bit dark out here. You guys see more than I do because I don't have infrared vision. Let's put this around the leg. Okay, that should do. That should do. Okay, how's that? I guess I could have made it bigger. I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get the box. Hook up the box. So, let's see. I was charging my laptop, but that's a done-ish. Okay. This can go over here. I guess the box doesn't need to be on the table, but it's you know, I haven't looked at it in a while, so let's take a look at it. Power. There. Okay. I wonder if the access point is still glued on or not. Let's see. Here's our box again. Let's see. Oh, our access point still in place, still hanging in there. Okay, let's hook up power. No, let's plug in the Starlink. So the Starlink goes in the fourth, or the most right thingy. There. Okay. Then let's plug in power. I might have to reposition this in a minute to put it on the ground, but we'll see. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's coming online. Good. Yeah, the switch is booting. Okay, the router is online, the access point router. And we can't really see if the Starlink's online. We have to look at the router for that. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay. Let's put this to the side a bit. Okay. In theory, I should be able to... Oh wait, I'm still hearing the chicken coop. Hold on, let me turn that off. There. I had 2 intruders last week. What? Damn. Okay. Oh right, I need to see if there's a wireless network. Let's see. Oh, we have StarCam. Okay, connected, secured. It seems to have internet, otherwise it would have probably said. Let's see. Can we do a speed test? Speed test. Go. Wow. It's still... It just works. SpaceX Starlink, so this is going through the whole setup. Yeah? I mean, I guess that just goes to show how easy it is to set up. You just chuck the dish somewhere, and you hook up the cable, and you're done in like 2 minutes. Upload still sucks though. Yeah, sure, but 23 Mbit, if I get like 10 megabits on average, that'll be enough for 1 to 2 cameras. Elon loves you. No, I think he loves me even more when I pay for it but don't use it. But then again, I'm going to make up for that by streaming continuously upload for like a year. So, you know. Okay, well, this just worked. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Now what? Let me think. Are we already... Oh, we're already in normal time. Good. Let me disable the chicken cam. Don't need... No, that's my... That's the wrong one. There. Okay. So I need to be somewhat careful here with what I share, because there's also going to be like passwords and private keys and IP addresses and all kinds of crap. So this will probably be one of those streams after which I have to change some stuff in the house, but we'll see. Like passwords and I don't know. It's getting warm in here. Okay. or need to move. That's a bit drastic, but sure, who knows. So let me check my Winbox first. Okay, it's not on screen. Oh, my cable's stuck. Okay, it's not on screen. Let me check if show passwords is disabled. Yes, it is. Good. Let's go to my house router. Wrong password. Okay. Oh no. See, I already typed the password on screen. That's how you go. I'm pretty quick though, so let's see. Private key is nicely hidden. Good. Okay. And we have some peers. Those have public keys, but that's fine. We need to generate some new public keys later. Yes. Okay. I think I can share this. Rewind stream, yeah. Window capture. Let's call this Winbox Home. Let's try and prepare everything on the house side first, and then later we'll configure the router on the Starlink side. To you know, yeah, you guys are gonna try and find it, huh? Let's see. Let's make this bigger. I like this new interface where you can just control scroll wheel and make stuff bigger. That is very good for streaming. Let's see. We need to move this like here. Can make it a bit bigger. There. Keep the keyboard off screen. Well, okay. We're just gonna. I love WLED, yeah, but you need to do it in lead speak. He's Panda XX. So it's not quite correct. Now would not be a good time for an ad. Go away. Okay, so you can see I already have a WireGuard interface in my home router. I'm using MikroTik router boards, which can do WireGuard natively. And I first thought I have several remote clients coming into this WireGuard instance, but what I can do, I can just create a second WireGuard instance. Now I can't listen on the same port, so we're gonna up the port 1, so 13232 instead of well, whatever it was. And now I need to see if the private key, because this side needs a private key. So I'm gonna disable this real quick. Can it generate one for me? How does that work? If I just hit OK. Okay. So it generated a private key for me and a public key. So I'm going to re-enable it. There we go. So I just hit OK. I didn't fill in the private key. It's WireGuard 2 and it's on a different port. It generated a private key, which we're not going to show, and it generated a public key, which part of that is hidden. We can't see the pop-up when. Oh, what? Why not? It's not a separate window. Huh? Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you, Philip. Philip. Hold on. Let's disable this. Do we have a display capture? Yes. There. Okay. It's an OBS issue. Okay, well, fine. So now we're back here. Let's make this a bit smaller. There. So now we have two WireGuards. I'll keep the log open to see if someone is attacking me or not. Probably not, but you know. So we have two WireGuards. This is the second one. It auto-generated a private and a public key. So that should be good. Now the way this works is that you have to kind of map incoming clients to. Okay, I'm going to disable the display capture. One moment. Yeah. Okay. this is hidden. That's good. Okay. You have to, in the second tab, you have to make peers. And there you link the peer's public key to a login. And what I generally do, I set an allowed address, and that determines which IP address they get. So I kind of have a subnet in the middle, basically, a subnet where all my VPN clients land. And in my case, that's 10.10.130. And so you see that I've given all these various IP addresses. And I believe you can also specify subnets that it's then allowed to access or not. But generally, I have a router in that subnet. So this router also has an IP in that subnet. And then from that subnet, you can route to other subnets or not, depending on what the rules allow, right? So we just created a WireGuard 2 interface. Let me make this a little bit bigger. There. And we'll create a new peer. It's on the WireGuard 2 interface. And I don't, right now, I don't know its public IP because that still needs to be generated on the other router. But I can set the endpoint or allowed addresses to the IP address I want it to use. So let's say that's 130. I don't know, 50 /32. Preset key. I don't believe I use that. You can use that as an extra form of a password. I don't think I need to set much here. I don't do this every day, so bear with me a little bit. So I'm just going to hit OK. Oh, I can't hit OK because I don't have a key. Right. So I need to create the WireGuard instance on the other side first. That will generate a public key that I can then fill in over here. So, okay, we're going to close this one. It's always DNS, yes. I'm going to close this one real quick because I need to peek a little bit. All right, okay. Yeah, okay, I should only need that. Okay, let me open a second WireGuard instance. Okay, currently the box isn't connected to my network, so I don't see it over here. But I can just plug in one of the IP connections, and since I'm not blocking the management on any port, as soon as I plug it in, we should be able to see it over here. Let's do this port. Okay, let's plug that in. Don't know which link this was. I don't know. Oh, I can see it in the box if it's online. Yeah, we got a link to one of my switches here. And oh, did we not rename it? We didn't rename it yet. We need to name it StarCam. Okay, let's connect on IP basis. So you can click on the IP address or the MAC. So let's click on the MAC. And I believe this was a very difficult password. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, this is still open from last time. Okay, let's close that. Okay. Let's give it an identity. StarCam. Okay, so now we can identify that StarCam. So now we're on the other side. So we also go to WireGuard. It doesn't have a WireGuard yet. So we hit New. Do we need a WireGuard interface here? I guess because it needs to connect out. But it doesn't need to connect in. How does that work? Peers? No. How do I tell it where to connect? I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know. Listen. So this is listen, but we don't need it to listen. We just need it to connect. Okay. So we can make a peer. Oh, we can add an endpoint to a peer and an endpoint port. But then I still don't have a public... Oh, but we need an interface. I don't remember how I did this. Okay, I need to peek at a different configuration I made at some point. One moment, please. WireGuard. So I create a WireGuard interface. And then I create a peer that connects to there. Okay. Sure, that makes sense. With a very long Ethernet cable, well, it would have to be like 50 kilometers. So you could do fiber, but I've looked into leased lines and leasing fibers and stuff like that. I don't have that kind of money. So we first need to create a WireGuard interface. That's fine. And I think I can just hit OK. So we don't fill in anything basically. We call this WireGuard 1. Okay. And then it creates it for us. It creates a public key and a private key. It listens on a certain port, but this is on the Starlink interface anyway, so it can't have any incoming stuff. But we need this public key. Okay, let's copy that. Let's make a peer. Interface WireGuard 1. The public key we want to use is this one. No, it's the other side. We need the public key from the other side. Okay, so we're on the StarCam router right now. We now have the public key from this side. So we're going back to the home router, and we're creating a new peer on the WireGuard 2 interface. And we're not gonna. Are we gonna name an endpoint? Yeah. 10. No. Not an endpoint. We're gonna do an allowed address. Okay. Current endpoint address. Yeah. Okay. So here we don't need to do anything. We just put in the public key of the other side. Okay. And then we go to our WireGuard 2 interface and we copy the public key over here. And then we go to our StarCam one and we put in the public key there. And, well, I need to give in an endpoint, so now you guys will know my IP address. And an endpoint port. I need to peek at that because I don't remember. I don't know if I need to open that port in the firewall or not, but we'll see. There. And allowed address. Do I need an allowed address on this side? Yes, because... So on this side, I want to be allowed to talk to that. Or do I enter an IP address? Let me peek real quick to a configuration I made before again. Hold on. No, that seems like I don't. But then how do I know what IP I'm gonna get? I guess I don't. Okay. We're just gonna send it. Okay. There. So we're gonna hit OK. Invalid public key. Why? did it not copy it completely? Let me go back. This one, public key, Control A, copy. Control A, paste. Okay, okay. Log. Is it now trying to connect? I have no idea. So it's enabled. Okay, it's not getting a handshake. So I guess it's not connecting. We're just going to try and figure this out on the go. Let me take a look in my firewall list. Yeah, I guess the sign was missing, but it should be there now. Do I have a WireGuard accept? Allow WireGuard. Okay. Copy. 2. Allow WireGuard 2. Okay. Seemingly I have 2. Not sure why. Oh, okay. This is for the subnet. That's fine. Don't need to do anything there. Okay. Let's go to this one again. Enable the persistent keep alive. Where? On what side? Client keep alive? I don't know. Let's disable the WireGuard here and enable it. Okay. Do I need to do something with the peer? The persistent keep alive, is it? Okay. Oh, because maybe it has no traffic or something. Persistent keep alive. But what is it in like 60 seconds or what do I? 60. I don't know what it does. Okay. Okay, now it says 1 minute. Okay, last handshake. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got some RX and we got some TX. So in theory that's good. Let's go to the home router. Can we see something happening with this peer? Let's name this peer. StarCam. Okay, yeah, we have traffic. So that's good. Let's go to the StarCam one again. And let's get a terminal. And let's see if we can ping an internal IP address. No. Let's see if we can ping this address. No. Is it 1 maybe? No. Okay. Need to think. Sorry if this is very boring. This is always trying to make it work until it works. Let's see. If I need some routes, and I need to tell it that if it wants to go to 130 dot whatever, it needs to go through my WireGuard. Okay. And also, if I want to go to here, it also needs to go through my WireGuard. Does that then work? Invalid argument. What? What does that even mean? Okay. Can I ping something on the other subnet? No. Okay, something is broken. I think we have a WireGuard connection. We just now need to get some traffic over it. Maybe I need to add a client address. So our client is that, and our client DNS should be that. Oh, the allowed addresses should be... Sure. Let's try that. Okay. So can I now ping... No. Invalid argument. No. I should have a trace route. Do I have a I don't know the tracing command for in router board. Oh, I need to set the interface IP, of course. That's a very good one. SS1-9992. So the interface WireGuard will have that. Well, it's on this side, I guess. Not an... Oh, I don't know. I always need to think this through. So now let's try it. Host... Yeah, okay, that's wrong. But... So this is the IP address on this side. Right? How do I have that on my normal... Yeah, okay, so over here it has the router IP address. That makes sense. So it needs a different IP address. So let's make this like no. Okay, hold on. Let me check a different setup again where I have this running. Makes it a bit easier. So let's see, IP address. Do I have an... Yeah, the WireGuard has the remote IP address on the interface. Okay. Okay, and then peers. I don't have it over here, but okay, yeah. And IP routes. Yeah, okay. Sorry. We're back. Okay. We do indeed need an IP address on the Starlink side. So we need to add an IP here. And that should be the remote IP address. So that's the 130.50 we said it would be. Network is 10. Okay. And we should have some routes. Yeah, we got 2 routes. Yeah, I don't think this one should be here. This one? Yeah, okay. Can't remove that one. Okay. Sure. Can we already ping? No. Let's disable the WireGuard and enable it again. Host unreachable. Okay. Okay, let's check on this side if we can ping. Oh, that's wrong. No, it's also unreachable. Okay. Do I need to do network address translation? In the end, yes. Maybe no, because I can route it. No, I don't need to do that. So this doesn't need to be here. What? That's wrong. Timeout. Okay. Okay. No, I get it, I get it. The subnet here was wrong. That's now been corrected. Wait, I removed this. Okay, let's disable it. Enable it. Yeah, so that's now good. Okay. Wait, let's do the other one, this one. Oh, let's keep that pinging, that's fine. So it doesn't know how to get to 130 maybe. This subnet is behind this router. Okay. Didn't change a thing. Okay. See, this is why I was like hesitant to do this on stream. There's always this one little thing that you're forgetting. So we're getting TX. So you see the TX counter running. So we're sending data. We're just not getting anything back. And let's see. In theory, this... Ah, wait. No, this side should be fine. Ah, wait, we have a different interface. This interface doesn't have an IP on this side because I made a new WireGuard interface. Okay, because this one has the 130. I think we need to make a new subnet, which we'll call 131. Oh my god. Which will be WireGuard 2. Writing scripts, yeah. So we need to change some stuff around now. WireGuard 2. Okay, don't need to do anything here. This one will become 131. Okay. And then on the other side, we also need to make IP address 131. Okay. Bingo. It's pinging. So the problem was I created a new WireGuard interface on the home side, but that didn't have a 10.10.130 network or IP address or router address or whatever. So that's why it wasn't working. So this now works. We can ping the router at home through the Starlink router. So that is good. So at least we have a link. Now we need to do more stuff. So this is now one. Okay, well, we made it 10.10. Oh, right. There's something else we actually need to do. We need to fix the wireless first. So a little detour. We got the VPN pinging. So we have a connection from the Starlink router to the home router. So we're going to do a little detour because I realized while it was off, we have two Wi-Fi interfaces, Wi-Fi 1 and Wi-Fi 2. But currently, we only have an IP address assigned to Wi-Fi 2. That's the 5 gigahertz. In the end, we kind of want to be able to use both of them. So we're going to create a bridge that is between Wi-Fi, I don't know, let's call it Wi-Fi both, and I don't use bridges too much. Where do I set the ports again? Oh, here. Okay. So we're going to create a bridge that's called Wi-Fi both, and then we're going to add Wi-Fi 1 to it, and Wi-Fi 2, and then we're going to set the IP address that's now on Wi-Fi 2 to Wi-Fi both, there, and the DHCP server, does that run on... Yeah, we need to set the DHCP server also to Wi-Fi both, there, and I think that's it. Are there any rules? Firewall? I don't think so. No, we don't have any rules. We have NAT, but that's outgoing. Yeah. So before we could only use 5 gigahertz. Now we can use 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So let's quickly take a look at the Wi-Fi. What we set here. Yeah, we called it StarCam. That's good. And then the other one should also be called StarCam. That's good. Okay, yes. So now we have a 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, both broadcasting, and they're basically bridged together, so they share the same DHCP server and client lease addresses and whatever. So it doesn't matter if your client comes in at 2.4 gigahertz or at 5 gigahertz. That is basically treated the same as one big subnet. Oh, it says your client's not allowed. Oh. Okay, well, we're still pinging. That's good. Oh, we got some errors here because we changed stuff around. Let's check if the wireless is still working. Because, I don't know. I'm probably still on the wireless. Yes, I'm still connected to StarCam. Hold on. Let me disable my wireless real quick. Off. On. Okay, we connected to StarCam again. Can I see if that's 5 or 2.4? No, I can't. But over here I can see I got an IP address at least, so that's good. And in the Wi-Fi settings, registrations, I'm registered to Wi-Fi 2, so that's 5 gigahertz. So if I do a speed test again, Starlink, probably going to influence the pings. Oh, wow, I didn't even align the dish. Let's see what the pings are doing. Oh, that's not too bad. "30 milliseconds while we're pushing upload." Wow. Yeah, I'll take it for an unaligned dish. Okay, so that's all still working. And we have our VPN connection. Now, the question is... So you can play Doom with it. Okay. Can we now also on the home side ping the other side? 10, 131, 50. Yes, no problem. Okay, good. So now we need to hook up the IP camera on the Starlink side, give it an IP address, and then allow or tell the routers, because we're routing everything. We're not switching or bridging it. We're routing it. We need to make a path so we have a subnet on the remote side where the IP camera's in, and then we need to tell this side where it can find that subnet, which is through the router on the other end through the VPN connection. I hope that makes sense. So, we're gonna close this because this is working fine. Okay. What do we need to do? We need to create an IP address here. And we're just going to add that to Ether 1, because Ether 1 has 10.10.42.254. We're going to add one to that. We're going to stay with the 50 theme. 10.10.50. Normally I make more structure than this, but it is what it is. 254/24. I'll probably remake this at some point. And the interface is Ether 1 because that's the LAN switch side. Okay, so we make an extra IP address on the router, 10.10.50.254, and then we'll configure the IP camera to live in 10.10.50 with the gateway address as 10.10.50.254, so that it knows how to talk to this router if it wants to go to the internet or some other address. And then we have to tell the router and the VPN and everything where to find this later. So for today, the IP camera I selected, I got in this week. Whoa! It's a Hikvision one. I know I used to do a lot of Dahua, and I think Dahua, whatever. Dahua. Anyway, it's still fine. I just like looking at different brands, and the Hikvision is pretty popular. What's the max download speed you can get through the Starlink? Last time when we aligned it a little bit and we did some downloads, we hit up to 500 megabits. So, anyway, I like, I think both brands are fine and they have their own strong suits. What I like about Hikvision is that they offer all firmwares publicly on the website, and you don't have to go through a reseller or other convoluted channels to get what you need. You can just download it. Well, the reason it's not popular with governments is because they're stupid and they want to promote their own products. And it's the same thing like they're looking at banning DJI in the Americas right now. And the reason they do that is because, like, I don't know, the son of Trump or someone else is involved in local drone business, and those drones are shit, so they're not selling. But if you ban DJI, the one that's really good, well, then no one will have a choice, and then they'll have to buy your shit drones that are made locally and twice as expensive or 3 times as expensive while being 10 times as bad. I don't know what kind of politics that is. It's pure politics, in my opinion. It's just all stupid. But I don't adhere to that. For, like, if you want to run whatever brand cameras at home, if you're so worried that someone else is going to watch your camera, first of all, I don't think they do that. But still, if you're that worried, just block it from accessing the internet. It's a giant revelation. If you don't want people looking at your camera from the internet, block your camera from being able to access the internet. Mind blown. Oh, I mean, sometimes it's so hard. And then you can say, yes, but camera will phone home to China. How will it do that? It doesn't have a 4G modem in there. You can open it up and actually look at the thing. There's no modem in there. It can't talk to China. Just, why are you so stupid? I really, I can't stand that kind of crap, right? Sure, there's something to be said about China and the world and electronics and backdoors and la 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 la. And if this is a government service, well, then I'd hope you'd have your firewall in order, and if one of your cameras starts talking to China, you'd get like this giant red banner flashing on your screen like you have in the movies, like, breach detected, blah, blah. Like, I'd hope you'd have something like that, or at least like a few government peeps or AI who watches out for that. But I mean, other than that, it's just all nonsense. It's just so stupid. It's politics. It has nothing to do with technology. Yeah. What's actually worse is the US is very afraid of this and accuses China of doing this all the time and blah, blah, blah. But what's worse is that for the past 30 or 40 years, anything that's made in America has had government mandated backdoors so they can access it no matter where it's used. So if you have a Cisco switch in your network here in the Netherlands, it has a mandatory backdoor from the US. But then the US starts calling out China for potentially having a backdoor. I don't know. It's just... Quindrat! Yeah, sorry. I got caught again. Damn it. I should just shut up. It's just, from a technological standpoint, it's such a stupid argument. Like, oh, we can't use Hikvision cameras because they'll talk to China. What? Why are you allowing it to talk to China? It doesn't make sense. Okay, anyway, I need to plug this in. Queen for President. Oh, yeah, this one has... this one is it's a bit of an expensive model, but I got it in this week. It's an 8 megapixel, 30 frames per second. It has white illumination and infrared. And what's most special about it, it has a varifocal lens. So it can do from 2.8 millimeters to 14 millimeters, I believe, with autofocus. Yeah, so that's very nice. Exactly, sites. Okay. Okay. I need to log into this IP camera real quick and change its IP address. I already forgot the address range we just added. Oh, 10.10.50. Okay, yeah. Web browser. I'm going to do this offline a little bit, because reasons. Okay, let's see. Change IP address. Network. It's not loading. Why not? Oh, there it is. Network. I'll show you the interface in a minute. Hold on. I just need to change the IP first. 10.10.50.11/24. Oh, okay. Not /24. 255.255.255.0. And then our gateway is 10.10.50.254. Yeah. Save. Restart the device. Sure. Okay, now I should be able to... Okay, let's wait until it flashes me. There we go. That basically means it's booting. Okay. This is one of those 30-volt UTP cables. So far it's been working fine. Let me plug it into port 1 over here. Yes. Ah, okay, yeah, okay, it's getting PoE. So let's close that up. And I can show you my screen again. Right, so now we have the router on the StarCam side has an IP address with 10.10.50.254. The IP camera now has 10.10.50.11. So if we take a terminal again on the StarCam side and we ping 10.10.50.11, we get a timeout. What? Why? There it is. It was still booting. Oh my god. Okay. Let me make it one tick bigger. There. 2 ticks. There. Okay, so we're getting a ping on this side from the router. We can ping the IP camera. So the IP camera's online. But we want to access the IP camera from where I'm sitting, from my home, right? And if we do that on the router over here, ping 10.10.50.11, well, it doesn't know where to go, because it doesn't know where this 10.10.50 subnet lives. How it may be on the internet? No clue. So we go to IP routes there, and we say new, and we say 10.10.50.0 is and /24, so it's a single subnet, is behind WireGuard 2. So if it wants to go there, it needs to go through this gateway. Okay. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Okay. Why not? So at least it can now send to there. Let me check if I can do it from in my subnet. Destination host is unreachable. Okay. So we need something else. Ah, wait. On the other side, IP routes. Yeah, we already said that 128, that's where I'm in, is on the other side. Oh, you disconnected yourself, Philip? I was waiting for that to happen. That's like the magic smoke of today, that I changed my router setup and everything disconnects. As WireGuard can have multiple peers on the network. Yeah, sure. Oh, you mean... No, but it's all the same router. Right? So it's all... Even though it has multiple subnets and multiple IP addresses and whatever, it's all the same router. So it should know where to route it. Oh, a bit hyper... Oh, sure. Let me think. So, the other side now knows this subnet is here. I don't have any firewall rules, and that subnet can just talk to this router, and that should know that it's over there. Do I need some NAT? No, I don't need NAT. Because it's all routed. I think. Yeah. Should be. I need to think why it can't ping back. Maybe because it doesn't have this. No, I put the default gateway on there. So that's not a problem either. Let me see if I can ping from my network. Yeah, I can ping the router on the other side. So that's fine. And can I ping my, I don't know. And I can also ping an IP address internally over here from the other side. So that's all fine. Oh, wait. Maybe it's not allowed through the tunnel. No, because it's being routed, so it doesn't have anything to do with... does it have anything to do with... Maybe. So, allowed IP addresses. 50.024. No. So I need to allow it to come in. That would make sense. Ah, there we go. Okay, that was it. So on the peer, on the home side, I said that 131.50, that's the router on the other side, in the VPN connection was allowed to talk to over here. But of course, the camera has 50.11, and that also needs to be able to talk through the tunnel to over here and back again. So I added that as an allowed address, so now I can ping the camera, and I should also be able to ping it over here. Yes, we can. Whoa, nice. Okay, very good. Before we connect it to my NVR, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to disconnect the LAN cable that's still in here, this one, because our MikroTik was still talking like over that. So this one is now disconnected, which is correct. So let's close that, and now we should be able to connect to 131.50 with this password. Yes, and now we're connected to the remote router board through the tunnel, right? And the way it now works, this remote router board will always try and connect to my home and connect to that IP address and that WireGuard instance. So if I'm in my home, I can always reach it, whatever IP it gets or whatever link it's on, right? Okay, good. So we can now ping the IP camera. Very nice. Let's go to NX Witness, and I'll try and share that for you. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, that's wrong. No, stop. Okay. Okay, let's close this camera. And, no, I need... Where is it? This guy? I need to add a camera, add device, and we know its IP address 10.10.50.11, and I need to enter this. Okay, this is fixed. Okay, let's have it search. Now, I might get a little bit confused because it already knows this IP camera. That's taking longer than I would expect. Is my NVR in a different subnet? Oh, it might actually be. Let me check. Yes, it's in a different subnet. Okay. It won't be able to talk to that. No. Okay, stop it. Stop. Yeah, it can check all at once. Sure, I can do that, but I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. One moment. On the remote side, what subnets did I say? Right, here it says 0000. That's fine. Okay, I need to add a route. Routes. New 10.10.10.0/24 is also behind the WireGuard. Yes. Okay, let's try that again. There. Okay, so my NVR is a VM, which is a house service, and my house services don't live in my client subnet. I hope that makes sense. So I just added the other subnet, which is reachable through the same router and blah, 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 to the remote side. Like, if you want to talk to 10.10.10, you also need to go through the WireGuard, which is my home router, and then it works. Okay, so now we can select this camera, add all devices. Okay, it's added, but it was already there. So I'm not sure what it did now. No, this one's offline. What? Oh, wait. It did get an image? That is from right now. I mean, how did it get that? Offline. Okay. Can I open the web page? Yeah, I can open the camera interface, so that's not a problem. Why can't I get a stream? Let's see. Low resolution. No. It has the correct IP address. Can I ping it? Yeah, I can ping it. I mean, we already knew that. Oh, is something happening? No. Okay. It caught an image at some point. Okay. Let's check in our router. Can we still ping it? Yeah, we can still ping it. Are we generating traffic? We can look on the WireGuard interface, I think. Traffic. Yeah, we're generating traffic, but not a lot. Is it anything to do with TCP or UDP? No, we have a WireGuard connection, and that basically bridges everything. We can ping it, so our routing is okay. It's odd that I see an image sometimes, but then it doesn't work. Okay, let's check on the webpage. It could be the MTU. I've wrestled with that before, but let's see if we can fix it somehow, and then we'll lower the MTU. Generally, I use an MTU of 1300 to make sure it survives all kinds of stuff, right? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is going through the Starlink. Let's prove that. This one. Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot because it's a low quality stream, but that's going through there for sure. Wow. Wait, there's no latency? What the? How's that? For some reason, in my brain, I was like expecting like I don't know, 5 seconds of delay, right? But I mean, this is like less. It's maybe a second, maybe, and then normally on your network you already have a delay. So I mean, this is going through Starlink, right? Yeah. The camera's plugged into the box, and the box is plugged into the Starlink. There's no other connection present. So, oh, I touched the Starlink cable. Oh, okay, I shouldn't touch the cable. Uh-oh. I killed it. Yeah, we get some timeout. Okay, let me plug in. Okay, there. Okay, we got some timeouts. That's fine. Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're back. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So, let's take a look. Any NVR still thinks offline. Can I force it to... Let's try it over... I can force the RTP transfer method. Let's force it to TCP. We can also look over here. No. I mean, it's trying to push something over there. It's just not managing. Okay, let's set it to UDP. Yeah, for sure, Philip. For sure. But let's see. I mean, this is something... other people will encounter who have no clue what an MTU is. Like, oh, I made a VPN so I can just push everything over there. You know. So let's change the MTU sizes. Yeah, it's trying to. Let's put this back to auto. Okay. And then let's change the MTU side on my side, so on the home side, right? So it's set to 1420. Let's make it 13. I can't. Oh my. Okay, wait. 1300. There. Apply. Okay, it changed it, so that's good. Let's check the other side. General. Oh, this one still says 1420. Okay, let's change it over here too. No, wrong one again. 1300. Okay, that's generally what I run on my VPN tunnels. We can now see a bit. Yeah, it's not much. I mean, it's a previous outdated, sure, but it got something at some point. And we're live. Interesting. Well, there's something else I want to try, which I'll also use a lot of, but I need to open a browser and check something for that. Hold on. One moment, please. This one, I think, and then... I'm trying to find a note, but now I can't really... Oh, wait. I need to be in the StarCam folder. Yeah, I need this one. Okay. I need to prepare this, because otherwise the password will be visible. Hold on. Wow, okay, that takes a while. Ooh. That's gonna be... Okay, I can share this. So I have a Chrome or an Edge window here. That because Chrome for some reason blocks this functionality. In the end, this will be some script on a Linux VM or container or whatever that does this every so often. But I have a URL here, so the 10.10.50.11 that the camera has on the other side. Then the IP streaming channels 101 with a picture image quality best, and that basically takes a snapshot and sends over a JPEG from the camera. See if I hold my hand here. Yeah. That's not very fast. If I do this on the local network, it is instant. Oh, you can see it vary in speed too. And these are like 1 to 2 megabyte. No, 1 megabyte. Let's see. Save. Let's save this image in downloads. That's fine. Open folder. Yeah, this image is 955 kilobytes. So this is 1 megabyte. It's pretty clear. It's a nice image. Right? It's 4K, so... You can see what the camera focused on, not me. Anyway. So we can talk to the camera from this PC or this network or whatever, no problem. We can also see this, so that's also no problem. It's still offline. So maybe we need to lower the MTU even more. Do we need to drop the wire guard real quick? I don't know. Let's go to 1200. Yeah, but I'd rather fix it in the VPN for now. Let's go to 1200 on this side. Okay, and then go to this side. We can try that as an alternative. Delete? No, I don't think that's the issue, but what we can see there. I can disable it and start it again. We can try RTSP with VLC. Do I have VLC on here? Yeah. Let's see. Open network stream. Play. It should ask for a username and password. Can't open. Okay, let me try with the password in there, just to be sure. Yeah, our RTSP is enabled. No problem. Okay, that's not working either. Okay. So this is an interesting one. We can get the image. Right, so we can refresh this, and that kind of works. It's a bit slow, but you know, if I want to take a snapshot every minute or every 5 minutes or something like that, hey there, Josh. I mean, it doesn't matter that the download snelheid, Jesus. It doesn't matter that the download speed is this fast, right? I mean, if I want to take a snapshot every minute, that's fine. Every 5 minutes even, I don't know. That should be perfectly fine. Look at, you can even read the label. But I'd like to be able to live view it. That would be really cool. So the TCP MSS, we can take a look at that, because that is a good remark. Where's my... I think that would be on the remote router board. So IP firewall, is that a Mango rule? Action, change MSSS. So the source address is 10.10.50.11. Change, and let's log it for now, and MSS rule. And what do I set the TCP MSS to? I don't know, 800. Apply. Oh, it only works on TCP SYN packets.
They talk about another kind of word.
Okay.
What are you afraid of?
This should be on forward, I guess. TCP MSS change only works on TCP SYN packets. Okay.
It goes nothing.
I do not know what that means. Ah, okay. Sure. Nope.
They talk about another kind of world. Another kind of world. What are you afraid of?
I don't know enough of this to fix that. Can you guys Google it? TCP flags under advanced or connection state. Okay, but established? Sure. No. Advanced TCP flags. Oh, I can set a TCP MSS here. New. What do you mean? It okay. Nope. I do not know. Advanced TCP flags. Okay. SYN. Okay. Is this needed then? No. Okay, so this can go away. And we set it to 800. Okay. It's still not working, but check camera issues. Let's see what it does. Oh, okay. RTP error in primary stream. Okay. Let's set this to TCP. Rebooting the camera. Yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the camera. I can try, but let me see if this logs now. In Ether 1, out WireGuard connection state established, source MAC blah, SYN acknowledged. From, okay. Okay. Sure, let me reboot the camera. I'm gonna get flashed again. Ah! So the transfer is now also gone, so it's very quiet. It should pick up the IP stream in a minute. While we wait. Oh, maybe I should close that web interface. Or at least go to configuration. I don't know. We might need to change the streaming. Oh, I think I know why it's not working. Maybe. I think I have the stream set to 16 megabit. That might be too much. Exit page, whatever. So, set the WireGuard back to 1420, I guess. 1420. On this side. 1420. There. Doesn't even blink. Okay. Let's go into the camera. I mean, this one connects. This is the low quality stream though. So configuration. Video and audio, let's set it to 2 Mbit. Go, save. And then my substream gets 1 Mbit. Save. Okay, that's saved. 2 Mbit, 1. Okay, let's see. This is the picture. Okay, here. Auto. As far as I'm aware, this always instantly reconnects when it can reach it, so I mean it can reach the web page. Did we configure something wrong? Is it still not allowed to talk? Because this host is in a different subnet. No, we fixed that. Yeah, we fixed that. I don't think that's an issue. I mean, VLC also couldn't talk, so. And we see it trying to transfer. Oh, well, not right now. Okay. Yeah, I can reach the webpage. Yeah. But that's from my host PC, from my streaming PC, not from my NVR. But we can see it trying to pull data, right? So let's try and add it again. Let's make add device 1050.11. Scanning, yeah, you can find it just fine. It's already added, so I can't add it again. Okay. There's nothing blocking it, as far as I'm aware, as ZGC. I don't have any blocking rules like that. But I can try VLC again from my PC. Settings. Let's try the secondary stream. But then I need to hide the screen again for a little bit. Hold on. VLC. Play. No, I'm trying in VLC. So I'm just trying to open the raw stream in RTSP. Yeah, that's going to be a bit hard to do on my streaming PC there, S1 Cur. But we have two routers here. We should be able to see something. Hey, Kiwi Pepsi Cola. So what might be the issue? Ever since we configured the TCP, the Mangle rule, we're not seeing anything anymore. This is, yeah, okay. Can disable. Oh, sorry, I still had the screen off. Can't open RTSP. So I'm not 100% sure RTSP is enabled. Let me check that on the web page. So I'll open that up again. There. Network services. RTSP. Oh, it's a different port. Oh, no, that's for multicast. This is the normal RTSP port. Okay, yeah. We have SRTP, but yeah. Oh, let me change the security feature here to. Normally it's on digest, but let's also allow basic. Save. Let me check VLC again. Network stream. Oh, wait, this is the wrong IP address, you idiot. One moment. Aha! Success. There. So this is the substream, I believe. Let me mute that. There. Yeah, so this is VLC doing the substream. So that seems to work. Hold on. Let me do the mainstream, but I need to show the password again, so let's not do that. Play. It's trying to do it. I mean, we can see the transfers here. But it's not, it thinks it's streaming. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, okay. It's not great. Hello? Okay, there we go. Okay, so in theory, we can push a stream through the VPN. If VLC can do it, my NVR should be able to do it too. Let's see what kind of traffic we're seeing. Yeah, we're seeing about 1 Mbit, that's, or 2 Mbit, you know, that's to be expected. Okay. Okay, so that in theory works. Then why are you offline? What is going on? Yeah, this is using OnVIF, so it doesn't need RTSP, but let's disable the audio. Yeah, this is a Hikvision, yeah. It's a 8 megapixel one with a 1.18 sensor, 30 FPS, varifocal, dual light, blah. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know why this doesn't work. It has something to do with the MTU size, probably. But yeah. The pings have gotten very high, or at least high-ish. Okay, let's delete the camera. Delete. Yeah. Oh. Add. Okay. Search. Yes, please. Add devices. Oh, it's trying something. Hey! Oh, and it's gone. Oh, it's back. Hey! Nice. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's see, what bitrate are we getting? Yeah, we're getting about 1 megabit. You know, we're at 30 FPS, so maybe great success, yes. But now we didn't change the MTU size or anything. We only changed the bandwidth of the stream, right? So that was likely the issue. I don't care. What? Go away. I just want to use my zoom. Oh, let's zoom. Zoom? Wait, why am I not zooming? Oh, there we go. Okay. Can it focus this close? I don't know. Yeah. For 1 megabit, it's pretty decent. Yeah, Musk is now searching for the guy who does the massive uploads. So, yeah, we're at 1 megabit. Okay. So, let's go into the settings. Configuration, video, audio. So, the substream, because my NVR will download both at the same time. We really don't care. 512 kilobits. And we can do some SVC and like smoothing. And it can do not low, medium quality 720p. There, save. No, wait. I want 50. Save. Okay. So 512 kilobit substream, but then the mainstream we want like the highest picture quality at 6 megabits. And then the average is half of that. We're doing H.265 plus. Okay. We're doing a bit of smoothing. We can do SVC. Okay. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, we're now getting 3 point something Mbit. Okay. Oh, look. Wow. Okay. That did clear the image up a lot. So now we're getting 2, 3 Mbit. Okay, and if I move a lot, like, okay, do we get more Mbits? Not really. Okay, maybe if I move the camera, like move it like all along. No, we're still getting 3 Mbit. Okay, that's fine. Starlink uploads are now unavailable in the whole of EU. Yeah, well, I never read that it's like illegal to run a VPN over Starlink. I mean, I don't know. Oh, we can do some cameraception. Hold on. We're having parallax vision over Starlink. Oh, that's like trippy as hell. Okay. Oh, you can see how much power the Starlink is using. I don't think it can focus on that. Let me see. Maybe I need to zoom in. No, it needs like at least a meter distance, but maybe if I zoom in. Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, we can see the wattage. There. Oh, interesting. I can actually see the power factor. It's not too bad. But this... Oh, no. This doesn't have an active PFC. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I need to wrangle the cable in there. There. Okay. Wow, it does fuck up the colors a bit. I might need to change some settings there. Okay, so let's see if we can do more upload. Let's change it to max 6, but average we want 5,000. And we want higher quality. Save. Oh, what's going on now? Okay, it needed to... I don't know, it needs to catch up a bit. Yeah, the colors, I don't know. my normal camera, this camera is a bit better. Still, it's not breaking up as much as I feared it would. Right? So now we're at like 5 Mbit average. It's doing 4, 4.2, 4.6, 5. Yeah. I mean, in the end, what I'd probably need to do is... our frame rate's currently 30. If we set it to 15... Yep, so now it's at 15 megabits. So now each frame basically has double the amount of data since we went from 30 megabits to 30 frames per second to 15 frames per second. Right? So each frame now has double the data, so it should be a lot clearer. And, I mean, looking at this image... the LED lines behind me? Oh, sure. I don't know if I can, though. Let me check. Something like that. Hold on. There. Well, you can clearly see that, like, from this camera, it's 60 frames per second, and the other one's now 15, so that's 1/4. Oh, good morning from Komodo Island. Well, good morning from Starlink Cam. Running through Starlink. Oh, it hiccuped. So I wonder. I turned a feature on called SVC, and I need to look up what that does again. Hikvision, but I believe that is something like compensation. Yeah, so I believe when it hiccups, it'll basically fill in the missing part. Why doesn't it say what it does? What does it do? AI knows. SVC in Hikvision stands for Scalable Video Coding, an extension, blah, blah, blah. The optimized video streams for efficient storage and flexible viewing. Okay. Creation of it can be adapted in real time for different network conditions, primarily saving storage space. Oh, okay. I thought it also had to do with... So the uplink Starlink will vary up and down, and I believe it allows the camera to basically adapt to that somewhat. So let's turn it off. Let's see if that makes a difference. I mean, the picture quality is pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think it makes too big a difference. At least not right now. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But this basically proves the concept, right? Let me talk into this camera. So we're now having a camera connected to the box we built, and that box is connected to a dish on the chicken coop, and then the signal is going to space, and then it's coming back, and then it goes to some station, travels over a few fibers, ends up at my house, goes through all my routers, goes into the NVR on my network, and that then sends it to my streaming PC over here, which has the NVR client, and that's now how I'm talking to you. Right. The colors are a bit, how are you doing? Let's see if we can change that. Image. I know I was tweaking with it a bit yesterday. And it's exposure. No. Day, night, no. Oh, W. Maybe that's it. Does that make it better? Yeah, okay. WDR was on, which you kind of want outside. But this is already more lifelike, right? This is already a bit better. And we can also play with the white balance. Let's set it to auto wide. No, I can actually, can I set it? Locked white balance. Oh, well, locked to what? Manual white balance. But I can't set it Kelvin. I want more red. No, that's too much. White, yes. But okay, natural light. And it does. Yeah, no, that's too much. No, saturation. There's too much saturation. That's it. Let's turn this down a little bit. There. That's already a bit more lifelike. I don't look dead. That's perfectly. Oh no, okay. With these are 4,500 Kelvin, so that's not right. That something's wrong. White balance. Fluorescent light? No. Incandescent? No. Warm? I don't know. Auto wide. Let's go. I think turning the WDR off made a big difference. But normally in the end, like in real life... Oh, you can see my top cam finally. Meet the top cam. Where's my fingers? There. This is the top cam. Held on with how do you call those? Glue clamps or painter's clamps or whatever. Let's not show that. Okay. Noise reduction. Alright, I've been tuning this a little bit. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can set in these cameras, which is pretty good. I think, like, okay, let's go more. Let's go more. Let's go 8 megabit with an average of 6,000. And let's turn SVC back on. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. It's still doing it. You can see the bandwidth down here. So it's like a little, yeah, it's, you know, it doesn't need it all, it seems, right now. Oh, now it did. Okay, yeah. Big change. Yeah. I can actually prove we're running through the box, because, like, this green cable over here, that is from the IP camera, and it goes into the box. Like that. And then there's nothing else connected. Well, there's power. And then it goes to the Starlink. And that goes outside. Like over here. I'm amazed by how responsive it is going through Starlink. I mean... Exactly, the ozone layer is melting. So this is running. It's making noise. That's our box. Or we can see the power usage. I mean, I might be nuts, but the quality is pretty good. How warm is the power supply? Well, it's not too bad. Oh, we can see all the packets going. Oh wow, okay, in real life this is blinking very fast. On the camera it's like slow pattern. I don't know what's going on. Cool. Okay, yeah, so I think we fixed it. So let's see what happens now if I request a image while we're watching the footage. So we go to the picture here. Let's make that smaller. So this is our browser, which will ask a picture over HTTP. This looks better than the stuff I've seen from a company that does this. What? Can you add another camera? Yeah, I can. Oh, yeah, I can get one. Yeah. Well, I need to reconfigure it. How long have we've been going? 2 hours. Sure. Let me see if I download a picture, if that influences it at all. Looks pretty good to me. Wow, how does that work? Right, so I can keep refreshing that picture. Okay, it slows down a little bit. I don't care if it slows down as long as it doesn't break apart. Right? That's the most important part. As long as it doesn't break apart, I don't care. But it seems perfectly fine to me. I can just keep refreshing this thing and it's fine. So, I mean, I can ask it to do a snapshot per minute or per 5 minutes using a script. That's just going to run through like 100 terabytes of storage, so it'll snapshot day and night and whatever. And, I mean, that's fine. Let's hit it really fast. Stream seems fine. Okay, let's open up this guy. Okay, and refreshing. Oh yeah, you can see the bandwidth jump, but we just have plenty of bandwidth. Right, so you can see it going up to 18, 20 megabits, whatever, but that's fine. We just have plenty of bandwidth. So, Umakavala, you need to ask for a relocation request, I believe. You can do that in the Starlink portal. And then you can enter the new address. So currently it's bound to my home over here, of course. And then once it's ready, I'll ask a relocation. And you can do that a few times a year, maximum, I believe, to the new location. Once we have power there. Because we were at the architect today. And most of the plans are now nearing finalization. And we still need to find a aannemer, a builder. We have two. We have a few we've talked to and two we selected. So those still need to do cost calculations and all kinds of stuff. And the architect still needs to do stuff. And then we need to get approval from the municipality. So we're still like, I don't know, half a year out at least before a shovel goes into the ground. And probably also something like that before I can put the box on site to actually, do its thing. But it's better to have it prepared than have to do it last minute when you always get other stuff you need to do also. Let me get a second IP camera because it's interesting what will happen with the PoE switch thingy that didn't like the MikroTik. I'm just thinking which camera to get. I can't get a new one. Oh, I have. I'm also on the unlimited plan for 50 euros a month, and I subscribed for a year immediately, and that meant that I got the dish for free. What? No, because I have real-time feed. So if they steal the box and they get in front of the camera, my NVR at home will at least have saved it. let me get some kind of camera. Hold on. So this is a very different camera. I've still been testing some cameras now and then. I just haven't made videos about it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do at some point again. This is a camera which is also 8 megapixel, but then it has two 4 megapixel sensors, and it can do a 180 spread. So if you put this like in the corner of a room, there. It can basically see both walls, and yeah, it's going to be good for that. An underground bunker. Well, in theory, sure. I need a cable. Hold on. Where did I put my 1 meter patch cords? Don't remember. So we're taking another one of those 30 volt cables. Does it say on here? No. 28 gauge. Okay. I guess I should keep the camera on screen there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I set it to 15 FPS to get a bit better image quality. Let's put it back to 30 and see what it does. 30, save. And the substream can be 15. There. Okay. Are we back to 30? Yeah, that looks a lot more fluid. Yep. Alright, that worked. We are selling the old house. I kind of need to sell it to pay for the new one. I'm doing okay money-wise, but I'm not that rich. But we'll live here until the new house is done and then sell the old one. And we basically need a bridge loan in between and all kinds of complicated stuff. But yeah. Let me reconfigure this camera. I think this is 52. Hold on. I need to make sure I'm reconfiguring the right camera. Are you taking the house number with you? No, they can keep it. That's fine. Oh god, I don't... Oh, I can maybe check in my NVR software. I think it's this one. What IP did it have? 53. Okay. So I need a different camera. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, sites. So we need to configure the network. I believe it was 10, 10, 50, and we did 11, so let's use 12. And 10, 10, 50, 254 is the gateway. DNS is also 10, 10, 50, 254. Later, S1 Kerr. Thanks for the hints. Exactly, right. Okay, camera should be rebooting. Let's wait for the flash. Okay, there. It flashed me. Okay, and now this red cable is going into the box. Okay. Click. Okay. Well, this cable's kind of... Right. Let's go into my NVR. Let's delete this one. Add new device. This is now 10.10.50.12. Did I? Uh-oh. Did I hope I gave it 12. I don't remember. Damn it. Let's see. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I also gave it 11. I don't remember. Oh, no, it found it. It found it. Ah, phew. Okay. Add device. Oh, but this is probably also set to like a ridiculous bitrate. Oh, no, I did it. Okay. Yeah, but so the weird thing for this one is it has a resolution of 5120 by 1440. So it's really wide. Right? So and you can see the stitching in the middle. So that's a bit weird because it has the two sensors, right? I believe you can edit the stitching though, but you can see how much it can see. Yeah, it can basically see the whole room. So let's open a web page to see what this is set to. 12. Go away. Okay, configuration. Yeah, this is also set to 16. Let's not do that. Let's do variable bitrate, higher quality. It can only do 20 FPS. That's fine. Let's set it to 6 megabits and an average 5000. Okay, let's set it to 8. 5000. We're doing H.265 because better compression, and we're doing H.265 plus. This is okay. We can do some smoothing. That's okay. Smoothing basically saves a bit of bandwidth. Save, and then the substream. Okay. Yeah, variable. Let's do medium. 10 FPS. 2 megabits. Sure. This can be on. This can be on. Save. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, it's only doing 0.1.53. Yeah. Let's see if we can do something about that stitching. Image. I don't know where you can do something. Okay. Oh, why is the sharpness down? Okay. Video adjustment. Distortion correction. I don't know what that does. Okay. Oh, okay, that's for lens distortion. I don't remember where the stitching is done. Image parameter. No, we don't need parameter switching. Yeah, so this can only do white light. It doesn't have IR, I believe. And the other two have. The other one has IR and white light. And I like that a lot better. Let's turn this off for now. So we get a bit more natural image. Sure. We can turn off defogging. We don't need that right now. System. Oh, there's probably a newer firmware for this one. No. I don't remember where you can influence the stitching. But anyway, we now have 2 IP cameras. Let's take a look at the MikroTik. Yeah, we're doing 6 megabits, 11, 7, 6, 10, 9, 8. Oh, we've already done 1.6 gigabytes. Oh, it's this one that's doing a lot. Why is it doing so much? Is there anything changing on the screen? Let me turn it around to like something like this. There, now you can see that the bandwidth, it dropped to like 0.42, 0.9. Right, okay, so now we're only using like a few megabits. So normally when you have a pretty static image, which, you know, a security camera will have some moving things on screen. Oh, I know what's going on. All the lights, like the colored lights, they're continuously changing color, like all the time. So that's, you know, you can see now it changing from green to, I know, orange, and that one's changing to a different shade of blue. The other one, this one behind me, is also changing, but they're doing that continuously, but very, very, very slowly. But the video encoder probably still has to do work for that, right? So it means like the composition of the whole image is probably changing the whole time. And the other camera, I'm not sure, this one, yeah, I guess it just, you know, doesn't really matter, doesn't care as much. It sees a lot more static, of course, yeah. So, for this one, I'm not sure I like it, because the field of view, like the height is so small. It's basically the width I get. The width is nice, but the field of view is so small that I find it less useful. Right? I'll probably mount it somewhere, but this is just much more usable in regards to overall view. Let me turn the lights off. Let's do this. Does that drop the bitrate? No, not really. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's going to take some fine-tuning, right? To not overload the amount of bandwidth we have. I need to set these effects back. Yeah. So I can also set this resolution to low. And what that means is, so these, especially the third one, this one, is an AI vision camera. So I can actually have it trigger recordings based on person detection or vehicle detection and stuff like that. That also works with NX Witness. So you can, by default, only stream the lower quality stream. And if we look at the bandwidth usage now, it's a lot. I don't know why. What's going on? I set this to low, right? Low. Yeah. So this one's now doing 0.25 Mbit, 243, and this one's 0. Whatever. But for some reason, it's still downloading the high stream also. But I know you can disable that so that it continuously downloads the low stream. And then only when motion is detected, or a person is detected, or an activity is detected, or whatever, it can also download the high stream. I think by default it'll download both, because on a network, of course, that doesn't matter. And then it can pre-record, right? So it can buffer in the memory of the NVR, and then say, if motion is detected, record 10 seconds earlier. And if you only send the low quality stream, it can't do that because the NVR then doesn't have the high quality stream in memory buffer, right? So it's probably still doing both. Yeah, but that's okay. We can tune and fix that. So we can set this one to high. But Draadstaal, there is no data plan. I have unlimited data. Now, unlimited is like unlimited. Who knows? But, I mean, yeah. In the end, it'll be camera configuration tuning. So, let's drop this to 20 FPS, 6 Mbit, 4500 on average. Save. And this one also to 6, 4500 on average. Save. There. And then we still get, like, I mean, it's a bit less, but it's still pretty clear to me. And 20 FPS is fine, even for live viewing and stuff like that. It's nice that the camera can do 30 when it's, like, hanging on your home. And you have plenty of storage to record. But like this, it should be fine. And now our bandwidth is like 6, 7 Mbit. So even if the upload for Starlink like crashes down, as long as we're staying below 10 megabits, I think we'll be fine. I mean, this is pretty reasonable, I think. Yeah. We already did 2 gigabytes. Oh, wow. What's even more impressive is TX and RX drops is 0. Oh, we have had some errors, though. Okay. We have had some errors. But in the end, we didn't have to do anything with the MTU, because the MTU is back at 1420. And that seems to be working just fine. Premium satellite service, yes. And it's funny, is the premium satellite service is actually cheaper than the Ziggo I had before. My fiber is even cheaper, but Ziggo was more than $50 a month. You got a bit more upload and a lot more download, or no, well, not a lot more, but I mean, yeah. funny. Funny, funny, funny. It works quite well. And I still didn't align the dish. Okay, well, we've been going for 2.5 hours or so. I think this has been very interesting. As Borat would say, great success. What is the secret for today? I almost forgot. There is no secret for today. But I don't know. I was doing some fun stuff with the printer. And I printed some Quinn LED signs. So, you guys get to choose which is better. Like white with black letters, so they're in 3D. Like it's my new logo, right? And with colored letters. Oh, the lights make it look a bit funky. Yeah. Or black with white letters. I think the white on black looks a lot better, but then it pops less than on white. But yeah, it's interesting. So these are 3D printed on my X1C, and it's actually in PETG because I had the colors available in PETG, so I was like, we'll do it in PETG. Black, 100%. Okay. I've been thinking maybe I have these in translucent colors too, so in transparent. And if I then make it transparent all the way to the back, but I don't know how to 3D model that. But anyway, then I could maybe make, with a single white light behind it, and then these would light up. That would be really cool. But yeah, this is something I've been playing with. Very simple. Give me a stream summary. We plugged in 2 cameras into the Starlink box and sent the signal to my home NVR through space. Oh yeah, we need to do a poll. Okay. Let's do a poll. That's funny. Poll. Logo color. White letters on black. Black letters on white. Start. Great stream. Thanks, Jammy? You told me how to pronounce it and now I forgot. So we have black background with white letters. This is actually the newest one because I did more of these. I think it pops really nicely, except that now the LED is a bit less visible, but it's still okay, I think. And then we have white background with black letters. I think that also looks great, and makes the LED pop a bit more. But yeah. Jammy, okay. Yeah, you're more dark mode. Yeah, me too, but I miss Space RTSP stream. What a night. Well, you can go back. That's no problem. Yeah, I think this one pops the most, right? That's the nicest. But I don't know. Came out great. Came out good. There's some little poopies. Like, I still need to rework this one a little bit. Like, there's a little poopy over here that I need to cut out, I think. And the others came out pretty good, I think. Yeah, there's a little squiggly over there. It's not perfect, but, I mean, how it will be looked at normally, it's far away, that's fine, that's fine. The white one also had its issues. Like, oh, this is just, okay. There's some issue over here. Well, all in all, I mean, oh, there's an issue over here. All in all, I mean, if you're looking at it from further away, you're not going to notice that. Oh, wait. One of my cameras just said it disconnected, but it's back again. Okay. These are for, like, events or other things where maybe my products will be used or shown. I was like, okay, I need to have some kind of billboard or marketing whatever thingy. And I was like, okay, I have this giant 3D printer. Let's put it to use. Yeah, I tried ironing, but as I said, this is PETG. And ironing on PETG didn't work that well. So I'll have to try it on PLA. I ordered the colors. Yeah, but again, this is PETG, so heat gun and other stuff works a lot less good on PETG than it does on PLA. Right? At least they're flat. That's good. Okay, let's end the poll. End poll. White letters on black, 69. Black letters on white, 31. Okay. So white letters on black definitely wins. A billboard with this logo. No, I don't know. I'm still looking into some stuff where this might be visible, but we'll see. I also might need to change the print, because now on this layer it already does a little bit for everything that's on top of it. So that's why you see the streaks and everything, because it's not a nice even layer like on the back. There's glue on there, so that's why it looks like that. But still, I think it looks pretty good. Right? Yeah. Are the cameras still going? Yes. Let's see. Yeah, camera's still going. Oh, that's funny. How much watts are we using? Oh, we're using 83 watts. 72, 70. Because we're transmitting a lot, of course. So, yeah, that's going to use a lot of power. Damn. So, yeah. Cool. Anyway. Not a frigate? Interesting. What do you mean, frigate? Huh? Frigate? No. This is... I did some videos about that a few years back. This is a software called NX Witness. Can I show that somehow? About. Not really. But it's from Network Optics, NX VMS. And it's one of the only NVRs I can easily run in a VM or a container or something like that without using insane amounts of resources like Blue Iris or whatever. So I'm very happy with that. I can do motion detection. I have like 10 4K cameras on there, etc., and it uses barely any resources. So it's a paid software, so I paid for all those licenses, but I've had them for years. They're pay once lifetime licenses, so that's not too bad with all the horrible subscription models nowadays. Yeah, and it can do a lot of cool stuff. I like it a lot. So still, even after all those years. Anyway, I can now record my cameras through space. I don't know what's going on. Okay. And I will end the live stream at that. So maybe I'll make a summary video, like what I built and how it works and stuff like that. And then people can check the live streams, how we actually built it. Because I think all of the steps are now actually in there, including the WireGuard VPN setup and things like that. And explanations a little bit how it works with different subnets and things like such. That's also why I do a lot more routing than bridging. Because with routing, you can do all this kind of stuff because both points are a router. And if you do more bridging and things like that, it, in my opinion, it becomes more complicated, actually. And now my wireless is a different subnet than my wired and things like that. So I can make rules like, oh, this subnet's allowed to go to the internet, but it's not allowed to go to my network at home. While my cameras are allowed to go to my network at home, but they're not allowed to go to the internet. And as long as they're all in different subnets, preferably VLANs, but at least different subnets, you can easily make rules for that, and it's no problem at all. If you just cram it all into a single subnet, things become very difficult, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure, Draadstaal, but that's like half a year away or something like that. No magic smoke. Oh, we can check how warm the router is on the other side, because the box has been closed. System health. Okay, so the board itself is 50 degrees, and the CPU is 61 degrees. Oh, wait, you can't see. Ah. And our voltage is 50.3. That's fine. So that's not too hot, and it's in a, let's say, 22, 23 degree room. Okay, so even if it'll be 30, 35 outside, well, it'll be in the sun, so maybe it'll get hotter inside. Who knows? I don't know. We'll have to find out in the future. And once I have the Starlink box online on the new site, I could even do a live stream over there. What do you know? I don't know if I will, but we'll see. We'll see. Right. So everyone, thank you for watching and stumbling with me through building a VPN configuration, some routing, and now having 2 IP cameras online over Starlink. And I hope to see you back the next time in a live stream, a video, or on the Discord server, YouTube comments, wherever. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.